Can you talk about that? You guys mock Jesus' sacrifice to become a Mason.
I don't know how much I could talk about.
The resurrection of Haram and Aviv is not, before you become worshipful master, you guys do a resurrection ritual to mock Jesus. And what's funny is you guys don't even deny Jesus. You say he's real, but Lucifer is the side, is your supreme authority.
Well, it just seems...
You guys are afraid of it.
It seems that way because they're always talking about astronomy and the sun and light and Lucifer being, light bringer. It just... Yeah, everything points that direction.
What is Lucifer, the light bringer?
He's a fallen angel.
Why does Donald Trump have a Kabbalah teacher since a young age? Kind of
probably because he's a good businessman. He's around all the Jews, bro.
Right, but he's... Oh, you're saying they're studying nonsense, or does it work? Does that kind of magic work?
I would imagine that it works.
I'm pure and virtuous and wholesome and innocent. How can you say anything about me?
Sir, you need to be born again.
I am born again.
Now, did you just say that you were Lucifer?
I am Lucifer.
Okay, define Lucifer for me.
Pure, virtuous, wholesome, innocent individual that's out to help people.
Lucifer is?
Yeah.
Say that again. Lucifer is a pure, holy...
Virtuous.
Virtuous. Now, is he the Lucifer that God created?
That's the same one.
Oh, man, this is great. I'm going to put this on the internet.
Oh, God bless you, brother.
Because that's exactly what the Shriners and Masons teach, is that Lucifer is light.
No.
And you're
about those hospitals?
You know what, sir? Jesus said, many will say to me on that day, Lord, Lord, we did not do these good deeds in your name. And you'll say, away from me, you workers of iniquity. I never knew you.
Jesus said it?
In Matthew chapter 5.
Mercy.
No.
That's hard to believe.
So, you're a Christian and you don't know that. Actually.
No, I really am.
You are.
Because I'm pure and virtuous.
You're pure and virtuous, okay, yeah. In other words, you're perfect without Jesus, right?
No.
Okay, tell me about Jesus. Who is Jesus?
Well, he's my leader.
Is he the Son of God?
Yes,
Is he the only worshipful master?
Yes.
Have you ever been called worshipful master?
No, because I've just been too busy. I've been working to help people.
What kind of work? Okay.
Get out of here.
See, this is what a Mason confesses.
This is my 1932 Masonic Bible. It was my stepmother's dad's, or whatever. I guess he was a Freemason, I don't know. But, or it was his father's or something. But anyways, yeah. There's a bunch of interesting pictures in here. Egyptian style pictures. So, here's something. And then that's, this says 1932 right there. So I'm going to find the pictures that look interesting and I'll make a couple videos. Okie doke. Bye.
Level esoteric, right.
Right. Were you surprised when you found that there were more than 33 degrees?
No, not really. See, here's how this works. When I went through the Masonic rituals, I had the spirit guides in my ear whispering things, telling me to do things, telling me to answer certain things in certain ways. Because I did that, I was identified by the leadership of the Grand Lodge of the state of Wisconsin that I was someone a little bit extraordinary. And see, that's one of the ways in which I ultimately got contacted by the Illuminati, is because the spirit guides had given me certain key things to say, key things to do, even gestures to make, stuff like that, that would identify me as being someone who was worthy of more light. You see, that's what they promise in all the Masonic degrees. They say, you get light, you get further light, you get more light. And of course, where does this light come from? Well, if you read the writings of the Masonic leaders, that comes from Lucifer.
And how many Masons know that?
Maybe 1 in 1,000, but most of them don't have a clue unless they bother to toddle upstairs and read the books that are in their own Masonic libraries like I did.
How many Master Masons know that there are Satanists among them?
I'd say the same figure I quoted earlier, 1 in 1,000.
Right. Since Catholics are strictly forbidden to be Masons, why were you being asked to do two opposite things?
What people don't realize is that the Catholic Church helped start the Masons. And that, for example, the Scottish Rite, most of the degrees in the Scottish Rite were written by Jesuits. So even though there is this apparent antipathy between the Masons and the Catholics, to the point that up until John Paul II's reign, if you became a Mason, you were Roman Catholic, you were de facto excommunicated, just like that. But actually it's all a sham, because most of the high level of people in the Vatican are all Freemasons, and many of the people that are Freemasons are Catholics.
He joined the Freemasons before it was trendy. That's my eyeball on the dollar bill. That's also my pyramid.
Oh, I'd love to see New York. We could all go with the bus company's special Super Sitter fare. $9? This one's on me.
Because these guys own our government. They print our money, and they own not only the government, but they own you. You are their property. So, in other words, these guys print the money, they run the country, and they own you, and they own everything around it. And so they make the laws, and that's why they can decide who can kill who, and who can get away with who, and who can get away with whatever, because they make the laws and they decide.
And do you think that the country will see the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman president?
We already have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
No, Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
Joan Rivers, one of the giants of American comedy, has died in New York. She'd been on life support since late last week when she reportedly stopped breathing while undergoing a procedure on her throat at a clinic here in Manhattan.
You were both in Skull and Bones, the secret society.
It's so secret we can't talk about it.
What does that mean for America? The conspiracy theorists are going to go wild.
I'm sure they are. I don't know. I haven't seen the web.
Number 322?
First of all, he's not the nominee. And, look, I look forward...
Are you prepared to lose?
No, I'm not going to lose.
You both were members of Skull and Bones, a secret society at Yale. What does that tell us?
Not much, because it's a secret.
Is there a secret handshake? Is there a secret code?
I wish there were something secret I could manifest.
322, a secret number?
There are all kinds of secrets.
They're faced with a very real prospect of Donald Trump becoming the leader of the party, and it absolutely drives them crazy. They just cannot imagine sharing. Well, because he's an outsider. He's not them. He's not part of the club. He's uncontrollable. He hasn't been through the initiation rites. He didn't belong to the secret society.
What is going on in this secret Freemason cave? Recently, a hiker in Oregon shared a video while he was on a hike through the back mountains when he came across a strange cave with a Freemason logo etched on the entrance. At approximately 500 meters in, he came across two wooden stadium-like benches facing each other in close fashion, just enough space for a group of people to stand in between. Thinking nothing of it, he pushed on in. But things started to get weirder as he slowly started noticing shoes that could only fit small children littered on the ground, which eventually led to a whole pile of children's shoes. Not only that, strewn in between the shoes were a bunch of bones of unknown origins. Even though many of us can guess what this cave was used for, maybe we should clarify.
Now, Mr. Mueller, go right through that door. Unimpeachables first. Oh, hi, Bob. Come on in. Don't worry. I'm not going to fire you. I wanted to share something with you. That's $750 million, Bob. Huge bribe. There's never been a bigger one. I do the best bribes. Everyone says so. The best. Everyone says so. The best. Everybody says so.
Mr. President, you have the right to remain silent.
Not me.
I said you.
Well, I'm not talking to you. I tried to pardon myself.
It won't work.
Okay, new tack. You're a very upright guy. How would you like to be a judge? At the Miss Universe pageant. And if you want to see this year's girls, just go in the door that says don't go in.
All right, that's enough. I'm out of here.
Bob, wait! I didn't do anything! I just depended too much on people who do anything I say!
Hear that? Housekeeping. Hey, do you want some money in here?
I don't see any money, and neither do you. Goodbye. I wasn't here.
Say, Puerto Rico catches a break.
New study on boxed macaroni and cheese. Researchers say they found chemicals called phthalates in all but one of the 30 products tested. They say phthalates can migrate into food when it's being processed or from packaging. Powdered cheese is a prime target because the chemicals bind with fat.
So it seems the people are finally stepping up to Kraft and other powdered cheese boxed macaroni. Doctors and experts claim the powder cheese pack contain concentrations of the chemicals known as phthalates. Sadly, phthalates can be found in our everyday items: plastics, toys, soap, shampoos, glues, vinyl, etc. Now in the food, mac and cheese, our kids' favorite. Not only does phthalates cause birth defects, studies find it can increase cancer risk in kids and harm brain development.
Doctors say the chemical can disrupt hormones and affect brain development.
Get a little bit passionate on this one, so there's your fucking trigger warning. But where the fuck is the FBI? For days now, I've seen many fucking videos on this app and other social media platforms of terrorists protesting in the streets of Chicago, Philadelphia, New York, Atlanta, Dallas, Portland, and so many other cities where they are chanting death to America. And ain't it ironic that when you see videos of people coming in through our southern border, they are asked specifically, ¿Dónde vas? Where you going? And their answers are all the same fucking cities. Dallas, Atlanta, Philly, Baltimore, New York, Chicago, Portland, LA, and so on. Now, meanwhile, while these individuals are protesting and chanting death to America, the FBI is silent as fuck. But yet, arrest people who were born here, natural American citizens who protested January 6th against the corrupt-ass government. Oh, we're gonna lock them people up, right? But not the people who are sitting here saying, death to America? This is why I believe all of this is an entire setup. And on some real shit, this should have happened back in 2016 when Hillary Clinton should have won. That put a huge fucking damper on their plans when Trump won. Now look, at the end of the day, I don't care about your religion, I don't care what you support or your ideology. But if you make threats to me or anybody that I love or care about, I, like many others, the rednecks in Kentucky, the Okies in Oklahoma, the Cornhuskers in Nebraska, the hard workers in Indiana, and all these other states, and the New Mexicans in New Mexico, the Cajuns in Louisiana, we are all prepared to do whatever the fuck we need to do to protect our fucking family, our land, and our country, even if that means our government doesn't want to. Like I said, I have nothing against a certain ideology, but I've seen 4 years on this app and other social media platforms, conservatives call out bad conservatives. Liberals call out bad liberals. I've even seen members of the LGBTQIA community call out bad members of their community. I'm saying this for a reason, because if this is your ideology, you need to make it loud that you don't stand with the radicalization that is protesting death to America in our streets. Now, with that being said, the FBI needs to do their fucking job. The president needs to do his fucking job. DHS needs to do their fucking job. And we need to shut down our border and protect our fucking streets. And for all you individuals standing with the fucking slain, disgusting vials of ways these kids died, innocent babies, especially you with the fucking blue and purple hair, you need to understand something. You would be a glorified unaliving to them. You would be a trophy death for them. Certain individuals don't give a fuck about your pronouns. They don't care what you look like, walk like, none of that shit. They will use your ass as an example. And while you sit here and say, but I'm a friendly, they're sitting here saying, no the fuck you're not. Some of you need to get that through your head. Savages don't give a fuck about who you support or who you hate. Just think about how these last couple of days went. Some of these babies were murked. Some of them were done sexual things to. They do not give a fuck about you or your pronouns. A lot of you supporting this shit is like a fucking hen leading a wolf into a hen house. Now, like I said, this isn't every member of set ideology, but in the end, you need to do what's right. But this happened because our government wanted it to happen. I don't care if this offends anybody. I don't care if you like this message or not. The motherfucking truth is the truth. And if my words that I use offend you, you're missing the fucking message. Pretty soon, all of us will be fighting an enemy where we don't know where they're at. And the ones that are going to be affected are your children, your parents, your brothers and sisters, people that you love. That had nothing to do with this. To our government, never push people with good hearts to no longer give a fuck. There's a lot of us, veterans, who have been waiting for shit to pop off so that we could feel at peace. I said what the fuck I said.
Blow your mind again. Ready?
Yeah, let me hear.
Check this out. Disney. Do you know why Disney characters wear gloves?
No. Why?
Check this out. The gloves Disney characters wear,
yeah,
it's resemblance to...
Disney characters don't have gloves on, bro.
What are you talking about? Disney characters don't have gloves.
Like, what do you mean? Like, the princesses?
No, look at Mickey.
Oh, okay.
Mickey, Goofy, whoever's in that crew.
Okay, so
they wear gloves. Crew. They wear gloves. Okay. Right? You know why?
Why?
Watch this.
Why? Why do they wear gloves? They're all murderers.
Check this shit out.
They're mass murderers.
Boom. Okay. So you're familiar with those gloves, right?
Yeah.
Mickey's wearing those gloves. It has like the 3 lines on it.
The infamous.
Yeah, the infamous gloves. Interesting. Why those gloves and why those 3 lines?
Okay.
Check this out. These gloves are the same gloves of the Freemasons.
No!
Of the Freemasons, bro.
No.
Crazy.
No
Crazy.
way.
That's why Mickey and all those random characters on Disney, fam, they all wear those gloves, bruh.
No.
Look at it. Those are the Freemason gloves. That's why they have the 3 lines on it. Specifically those 3 lines. Where have we ever...
Disney just got completely exposed. Okay, so we all know how Disney is known for all their classic movies. Well, what if I told you every single one of these movies is a copy and paste of another one? Disney literally recycles animation from other movies and then change little things like characters and setting. Just watch this video and let me know what you think. Because after watching this video, I want to go back and rewatch all the Disney movies just to see which movies recycled each other.
Hey, so I believe in Mandela effects. I think they're 100% real, 100%. I've never had one happen to me overnight where it completely changed my reality. Okay? Like a kid from the 90s or the early 2000s, I was into Pokemon. Okay? There's this rock-type Pokemon, kind of looks like a snake. His name's Onyx. Alright? My whole life, memory, everything. His name is spelled O-N-Y-X. Always been that. I watched a compilation video last night that said his name is spelled O-N-I-X. I said, that's bullshit. I messaged my friends, okay, who also played Pokemon.
Monsters Inc. is a movie about Adrenochrome. The movie's plot is literally centered around the monsters who work at Monsters Incorporation, where they enter through doors at night to scare them because the children's fears, specifically their screams, are used to power the city of Monstropolis. They even use ranking systems to see who can extract the most screams from these children, and they're absorbed into these
tubes.
These containers or whatever.
And they literally look like blood when they're filling up. And if you think about the tactics that are used by the elites, right, like how they acquire the best form of adrenal blood is by spiking the adrenaline in children. So you have to torture, you have to deliberately instill fear, and then you extract the blood.
This scheme to kidnap the children and extract their screams with the help of a machine called the Scream Extractor. And at full capacity, the device torturously forces the screams out of them until they meet their end.
All of the Rugrats are a part of Angelica's imagination. They aren't real. None of them? Chucky died in the same accident that his mom died in. And that's why his dad is always so nervous and freaking out, because he has to deal with that.
What about Tommy?
Well, Tommy was a stillborn. And that's why Stu goes down into the basement late at night, making toys for the son he wish he had.
That's why he's always depressed.
What are you doing?
Making chocolate pudding.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Why on earth are you making chocolate pudding?
Because I've lost control of my life.
And the twins ended up being a miscarriage. It was early in the pregnancy, so Angelica didn't know if it was going to be a boy or a girl, so she just imagined both.
What about Susie?
Susie is real and going along with all of Angelica's crazy imaginations because it's her only friend, and she tries to make her happy at all times. But the one baby that is real is Dill. Dill goes against Angelica's crazy imagination and doesn't do what she expects. And that's why Angelica freaks out on Dill all the time and gets so upset.
Come on, Disney.
It took me 10 years to realize The Little Mermaid, Frozen and Tangled, Arrow connected. We know Anna and Elsa's parents died in a shipwreck. Frozen director confirmed they were going to Rapunzel and Flynn's wedding. And later we see Rapunzel and Flynn at the coronation of Elsa. But wait. Since Arendelle is in Norway and they leave for Rapunzel's kingdom in Germany, it means the shipwreck happened in the Sea of Denmark. Right where the Little Mermaid is set, and that's the shipwreck Ariel sees at the beginning of the movie.